Hey you guys, this is Shannon Hendricks, and I've come to start this YouTube channel to tell you all about the adventures of dating. I'm going to give you a briefing about myself, that I was in a 4-year relationship and a 1-year engagement, and we decided to call it off. Well, here it is. I found myself back in the dating pool, and it's not going so well. These are real stories, real accounts with real people, except their names have been changed to protect the integrity of someone else's future husband. Just not for me. So boom, Saturday night, the guy I've been conversating with comes to town. He works off and he decides to take me out on a date. I really wasn't in the mood and really wasn't dressed for it, so I tried to not go, but he insisted. So as we leave, I get myself together, and then he takes me, what I'm thinking, to eat crawfish. He invited us to go eat crawfish, and I didn't get any crawfish. He decided to take me to a family function, which just so happened to be after a funeral. So as we drive up to the family's house, which is not the place that you take to meet anyone on a first date. We're not on that level. I don't care to know your mom. I would like to get to know you right now. I don't want to really know your sisters or the crazy family members, but here I am. So we get out the car and I do a quick assessment of the people that's around, and we got the perverted preacher uncle that I run into first. Oh, you got yourself one fine there, Jay. We're going to call him Jay, short for John Doe. And then we run into the gangsta boo uncle that's obviously been thugging for the last 30 to 40 years. Then as I continue to walk, strong sister walks outside, very strong and manly. Oh, that's one with a fat ass, Jay. And then we have the brother that follows in behind, that's obviously been high for a very long time, because the only thing he kept talking about were making references to drugs, which was something that was a little beyond me. So they invite us to go along to the store, is what I assumed. We all pile into this car, me, perverted uncle, gangsta boo uncle, strong sister, high brother, and Jay. Why did I get in this car? As we decide to drive across town, and I realize we've been driving for some time now, I ask, where are we going? Our town's not that big, so it can't be that many places, and we've passed so many stores at this point. The uncle yells back, hey, I'm looking for some weed. I soon realize that we're on a drug run, and they're lost. So as we continue to drive around aimlessly, I ask and try to be of some assistance. Since I'm from the area, I tell them, hey, a couple places that we could stop by, me trying to be polite and fit in as much as I could. They go ahead and listen to my direction and drive on over to a couple spots that I know. We soon find what they're looking for. And gangsta boo uncle and strong sister get into it in the middle of a drug transaction. This isn't a good look. So I soon diffused that situation and we head on out, and I asked to be dropped off. It didn't go as planned. They say, oh no, I like her. She's street and pretty. He said, yeah, I have my own Taraji P. Henson. No, you don't. But I go along with the flow, and they ask me what I would like to drink. And as soon as they ask that, perverted preacher pulls out his 5th of brandy, and gangsta boo uncle pulls out his 40 while driving to the liquor store. So as we get to the liquor store, strong sister has to use the bathroom. She couldn't find a bathroom, so we lost her for about 10 minutes, which pissed off gangsta boo uncle. He had no tolerance, 0 to be exact. And as he gets back in, she gets back into the car and lets us know, as she couldn't find the bathroom, uncle is so pissed off, he's ready to slap her up. But they stop him from climbing across the back row. For real. Like he was going to slap her up. They stop him from crumbing across the back row, and she asked, well, where do y'all piss? And they say, standing up. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's definitely time to go home. Jay, take me home. Now. So he's still real pissed about her taking 10 minutes, and his tolerance has escalated to the point where he's ready to physically assault someone. And we get back to the family's house safely, strangely. As we make it back safely, we get out of the car, and he still had it on his mind to whoop this young lady, man, sister, brother, / all that, gonna whoop her. So as he attempts to beat on the girl, they break it up. All of the men break it up. And I hear the other uncle say, Jay, this is in you too. I say, Jay, take me home now. So Jay's like, okay, I'm going to take her home. And then the gangsta boo uncle, because I made the statement to take me home, say, don't no bitch run you. You run the bitch. Oh, what just happened? I know this can't be real. Then I say, look, I ain't nobody's bitch. I just want to be took home. He says to me, who was talking to you, you bald head bitch? And raises his hand strong and firmly to slap me. And says that he's from the land of pimps and hoes. So am I. I ain't nobody's pimp. And I ain't nobody's hoe. I'm just a young lady on a date. But since we want to take it there, they step in between to break us up. Because I was about to show Unc, what really was up with pimps and hoes, I had to let gangster come, and they diffused that situation. So Jay, who is really docile and quiet and usually a sweet guy, is terrified and can't protect me, my bald head ass, from the pimp and the hoes and the land. And I go scatter and get into the car and wait for Jay patiently. And as we decide to back out of the driveway, he's so intimidated, he backs into a tree. That's how the night ended. Moral of the story is, don't go on dates to family functions, first time meeting, especially after a funeral. Real stories, real accounts. This is Shannon N. Watch next week for next week's date.